Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome to my tunnel. I'm so glad that you are here and that you decided to spend a few minutes with me today. For those that are new, thank you so much. If you're brand new, I would love to know where you're coming in from, what state you're in, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, I hope that you'll subscribe by the end of this video. And for those that have been around for a long time, always good to see you. Y'all, I feel like I hadn't talked to you in a long time. Now, I know you've seen me, but I've actually been gone for a week. I've been in Denver for some training for work stuff. And so, of course, I loaded up with some videos that you guys had content to watch while I was gone. But even though you see me, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while because I haven't shot a video in over a week. And that's a long time. So I'm so glad. I just wanted to come in and talk to you today. And I know today is whenever you see this, right? But I miss y'all when I don't talk to you because, and I haven't seen my garden either, y'all. But sometimes I'm in my garden working alone and you guys are not necessarily with me, meaning the camera is not on. But when I can turn on the camera and talk to you guys, I feel like I'm talking to a whole bunch of my friends, right? But I have not been in my garden let's see. Yeah, it's been over a week. Let me think. Yeah. It's been a week. It's been 7 days since I have been in the garden doing anything. I got back about 2 days ago. I came down here and just quickly did a quick glance to see how everything was going. I came home to a house full of abundance. My husband held it down while I was gone. And I was like, stop picking, stop harvesting. I mean, I think I had like 30 squash. Oh, I have like 6 baskets of tomatoes. Y'all, a lot. But I thought I would turn the camera on and take you with me as I'm kind of going through the garden and seeing it for the first time in about a week. And we're going to do some harvesting because it hasn't been harvested in like 3 days. 2 days or whatever. So I thought I'd just turn on the camera and take you along with me. I hope that your week has been going well. Whenever you see this, I hope that your gardens are doing amazing. We're right now towards the end of July. Time is moving fast. For a lot of us, I'm in zone 7 in the state of Tennessee. And so for a lot of us this summer, we probably have a good, 60 more days or so, I would say, until the end of September. And again, our first frost estimate is not to the mid to end of October. But in terms of when we talk about summer stuff, it's usually starting to die down, right about, August, September, depending on, when you plant it. But let's take a look and see what's going on in the tunnel and see what gems we can find. And let me grab a basket. Y'all, the green beans have gone crazy. And oh, we have green beans. Look at this. We have green beans, y'all. What? How about that? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Y'all, the green bean said, don't count me out. Look at this. Now, that ain't a lot. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but we on our way. So if you didn't see the video a couple of weeks ago, I said I was going to get aggressive with these green beans. And y'all, let me tell you this. About a few days after I did that video, I ended up getting my bucket of green beans. I have a bucket of green beans in my house, so this will add to it. So this is the jade. This is the first harvest of the jade. So I'm excited. They look good, y'all. They look good. That's enough for probably, 2 people. 1 meal. But y'all, this is the first one. So we just getting started. So I'm glad about that. But I do have a bucket in my house of the pole beans that we did out there. So it's so funny. It's like I talked about the green beans. It's like they got their little feelings hurt. And it was like, we're going to show you. We're going to produce. Well, come on then. Do it. So I did get my bucket of green beans for sure. And I haven't even had a chance to plant a ton more. I did plant some more out here, but I haven't planted the GREENSTALK and all that. But y'all, Okay, Jay. Okay. All right. You might be all right. So we'll see. Okay, let's keep digging for treasures. Let's see what else we find. Okay, so two new things that I just harvested that I haven't harvested yet this season. This is the sweet bonnet pepper. You can see, let me grab another one. It looks just like a bonnet. So for those that are from the islands, they use Scotch bonnet pepper a lot in their cooking, which is very, very, very spicy. I don't know where it is on the Scoville heat scale, but it's pretty up there. I've never had it because I can only go to like habanero level and then I'm out. But these are sweet bonnet. So it's the same concept of a Scotch bonnet, except it's not spicy. These give really good flavor to you, like your rice, your beans, your marinades, whatever. So I grew these last year. This is from Baker's Creek. I grew these last year, but they were not this big, which they're not huge anyway, but mine were even smaller and flatter than this. And they had a little bit of spice because I had them with some spicy peppers. But this year I grew a raised bed with just non-spicy peppers and put them in there. And so they're just now starting to change colors, which is awesome. And I actually pulled one when I came back home. I pulled one because I saw them, and I actually put it in a pot of, a pot of chili that I had, and it made it taste, it was already good, but it made it took it to the next level. So these are really good. If you've never tried it, put it on your list to try next year. Sweet bonnet peppers. So that's one. That's, y'all always tell you, if something don't work the first time, but you really want to taste it, you want to try it, or you love it, don't give up. Just plant that thing again, right? And just do something different. So that's that. Then my husband's cutting the grass. We never want to stop the man from cutting the grass to make things look nice, but loud. Okay, the other thing that I just harvested for the first time, one just dropped. These are Thai chili peppers. This is my first time ever growing them. I thought they were gonna be bigger, like, a pepper. These things are tiny. Like, look how many are in my hand. You can see how small they are. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with that. These are tiny. Okay, if you've grown Thai chili peppers before, tell me what you've done. I'm assuming this is what they use when you go to a restaurant, like a Thai restaurant. They say, do you want it Thai hot, which I don't get. Is it that level of spice? I guess so. What am I going to do with them? I don't know. Why did I grow them? Because it was something new and interesting. But that's almost hard to deal with. It's like just tiny. So, yeah. Y'all give me some ideas. Y'all, that's what we just did. Just now. Whole basket of bellies, as my husband likes to call them. Whole basket of bell peppers. Oh my goodness. What abundance. Let me just pause right here. I had some people that came and toured my greenhouse on yesterday. And they were walking through, asking different questions. And of course, I love showing off my greenhouse. And I love answering questions. And I love just, inspiring people to grow food. And a couple of things they said was like, man, how did you know how to do that? How did you know how to do that? Oh my goodness, like, da-da-da, all this stuff. And I stopped them and said, what you see is year 4. This was not year 1. How I trellis, the abundance that I have, that was not year 1. And so I want to speak to those of you that watch me and other YouTubers or other people that may be in your community. You're like, man, how I'm never going to have that much. I'm never going to. First of all, you don't know how long their journey has been. You don't know where they are in their journey, nor do you know their background. And it doesn't matter. Start where you are. I did not start with drip. I started with spraying with a hose. I did not start with a string trellising method on my tomatoes. I started with stakes, right? I did not have this many bell peppers my first year or my second year. It has been over time, season after season, learning after learning, trying after trying, failure, loss, success. It's a cycle. So don't compare yourself to other people or other gardeners and think I'm way behind them. I can't do what they do. You just may not be at that point in your journey. But that's why I said it is a journey. Y'all, if we take a journey from here, from Tennessee to New York, we're not going to get there in 1 hour. Why? Because the distance from Tennessee to New York is greater than an hour. It's going to take some time. And if I'm a brand new driver and I'm driving slow and I'm driving 60 miles an hour, I'm not going to get there with the person that has been driving for a long time and drives 90 miles an hour. We're not going to arrive at the same time. But you know what? If we keep on driving, we both going to be in New York. So I want to encourage you. I always want to encourage you because I know what it feels like to feel like you can't do it. I know what it feels like to think that somebody has some magic that you don't have, that their thumb is so green, it's neon green, and yours is so black. It's not the case. Everybody can grow food. You know why? Because food wants to grow. Seeds want to grow. God has designed it as such, right? And right now, this is not my last year's gardening by no stretch of the imagination, but I'm sure year 6 is going to be even better. Or I'm going to learn different things that I didn't learn in year 1, 2, and 3 because you keep growing and you keep learning. All I'm saying is if you are just now starting your garden and you don't see this, or you might not even want this size, but if you don't see the fruit and the abundance, keep on growing food. Seeds want to grow, food want to grow. It is designed by the master himself, which is God. He is the master gardener. And I'm in awe. I keep looking over here because I see all these tomatoes blushing. Like that one, like right. I see all these tomatoes blushing. They're like, come get me. I'm like, I'm coming. Talking to my friends. I'm in awe of the abundance. I'm in awe. And I really believe it's due to a few things, right? Number one, it is God and his favor. If you were here 2 or 3 months ago, sounded like you tore up the machine. If you were here 2 or 3 months ago, I did a special prayer for the garden. And on that, if you have not seen that video, I invite you to go back and watch it just so that you can see, you can fact check me and know that what I'm saying is real. I did a prayer. I did not want to do the prayer, but God told me to do the prayer. And I think it was just for me a test because I didn't want to get on YouTube and pray, right? Because those who watch me and you've been here, you know that I'm a Christian. My husband is actually is in full-time ministry. So I'm a Christian. I don't hide that I'm a Christian, but I don't get on here and necessarily talk about religious things all the time. I talk about gardening, and interwoven into that, you're going to learn about my faith and what I believe in terms of, God and things like that. Anyway, long story short, I didn't want to do it, but I really do believe with my whole heart that because I was obedient, God has blessed and is blessing me with abundance. Y'all, this abundance that I've had this year is out of this world. And this is not to say anything about me or to brag. I want to tell you that you can do it. This is a girl who had never put her hands in dirt. This is year 4. And y'all, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I just want to encourage you. I don't know why I stopped to say that, but hopefully that is for somebody. Keep on growing food, okay? Now, I'm gonna stop that right here. That was for somebody. I don't know who it was for, but whoever it is, I hope that you receive it. My message is simple. Don't give up. If you want to grow food, keep on growing, keep on trying, right? Don't compare yourself to other people. Just put your seeds in the ground. Just be faithful with what you have. And I promise you, if you're a Christian and you believe in the power of prayer, pray and God will bless it. He is the master gardener. Okay. Now, y'all, we're going to harvest our tomatoes. Okay? So we got our peppers. We're going to harvest our tomatoes. They're looking so good. Let me go get a basket worthy of these tomatoes. Okay, y'all, you can see my basket of tomatoes. Because I only have 20 more minutes before it gets dark, I'm kind of just prioritizing, as I do often, and just getting the stuff that's blushing and the big tomatoes. There's plenty of cherry tomatoes that are blushing, but I found that they get less eaten by bugs even if they get fully red. So I'm willing to take a chance on those instead of the bigger ones. But y'all, look at that basket of tomatoes. And this is just in the inside of the tunnel. We haven't even been outside. So again, I'm trying to prioritize the things that are like high priority, so to speak. And then my other basket got filled up as well. Let me show you this. So this is the basket we started with that had the green beans in it. The green beans are under there. But these are the paprika peppers. They've done pretty well. This is the alma paprika from Territorial Seed. I'm going to attempt to make my own paprika powder. The green beans are under there, which we already picked. And then we filled up this other side with jalapenos. So this basket is completely full. And then we got one squash that was in here. There's plenty of cucumbers. That's not the priority. I'm going to go outside to the tunnel. Not tunnel. I'm in the tunnel. I'm going to go to the outside garden and see what we can find and just check on things out there. I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining. It's like sprinkling. Ain't stopped me one iota. I'm about to get this food. Okay, but look, check this out, y'all. Check this out. More green beans. This basket is like half full, but if I add this to what we got in there, I got a basket of green beans, just like that. Y'all, I'm showing you this because this is a lesson in perseverance. This is my 4th year doing green beans. And I keep on trying because the first year that I actually got some green beans, I actually liked them. And actually, they taste so much better than what I ever grew up on or eating them in the store. So that's why I am persistent that I'm going to learn and I'm going to get me some buckets of green beans. I'm going to have enough to preserve. But it's a lesson in perseverance. I want to inspire you. Don't give up, especially if it's something that you like. Now, I don't want to just show you the good. I also want to show you the things that don't do well. Let's come over here. Okay, y'all see this right here? This is a green bean. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Let me see. I'll try to put it on the screen. But this is a green bean plant. You see this? Oh, scarlet. That's what it's called. Scarlet something, but it's a pole green bean plant. I'm doing it and was trying it for the first time because I was trying pole green beans overall for the first time. So this is the first time I've ever done pole green beans. So we have the Kentucky Wonder, which is what I just picked. We have the purple Triumphino, which is this, and you can see what it looks like here. So it's my first time, and these turn green when you blanch them, cook them, or whatever. And then I was trying this red scarlet green bean. Let me tell you something. I want you to guess how much this has produced. 0. Not one pod, not one bean. I bought it to try it, and it was going to add color because it has these little red flowers. I have, I think, 3 plants here. That's the only red flower. You see this? Now, maybe she gonna do something. But what I can tell you is that she's been in the ground since the last week of April. It is now the last of July. She has not produced one thing. Let's call him let's call her a he. He has not produced one thing. Mercy. My husband behind me like, mercy. I mean, why we always gotta call it a she when it ain't producing? Let's call it a he. I can do that because it's my channel. Point is, it has not produced anything. Nothing. So I don't want to just show you the things that are good. There are things in my garden that don't go well. There are things in my garden that don't produce. Now, this right here, will I try it again next year? Probably not. But here's the reason why. Because I only grew it to try it out, number one. I grew it for the little cute red flowers. It ain't got but one, right? And it's not something that I love. I mean, it's a green bean. If I can get the green beans through another variety, then I'll just do that. So that's my point. But if this was broccoli, which again, broccoli is a great example. I have not yet produced any broccoli that I can bring in my house and freeze and preserve. I have produced some little broccoli crowns. That's enough for me. Like, it ain't enough for me and my husband. Like, in 4 years, I have not produced broccoli, but I love broccoli. So therefore, your girl gonna be playing broccoli again this fall. Why? Because I like it. It is perseverance. But the things that I don't like, or that I'm just trying, then I may not try this again. It doesn't mean that I'm a quitter and that I'm giving up. It just ain't worth it to me. But the things that are worth it to you, don't throw your hands up in the air acting like you can't grow food. If you love cabbage and you have been unsuccessful, you keep on trying. You try every variety that you can get your hands on. You go watch you a video, watch you a clip, get you a class, do whatever it takes to get what you want. I don't know who this is for, but it's a lesson in perseverance. What you see is year 4. This was not year 1. I wish I would have started my YouTube channel when I first put my hands in the dirt. It wasn't even on my mind. But I've been on here for 2 years, and for those who have followed me from the very beginning, you have seen how things have progressed and how they continue to progress. So I want to encourage you. Now, as the raindrops are falling on me, I know that's, you know, sounds all good and all, but it's a good thing I got braids. Because if I didn't have braids, I would have to run in the house. But look at these green beans. This is a symbol of perseverance. So when you think about in your gardening, giving up and not continue, I want you to think about this basket of green beans. Okay? Because sometimes we need a visual. But anyway, oh, come on, honey. He didn't pick more green beans. Wow. Just like that. That's a lesson for somebody. I don't know why I keep saying it over and over, but it's I hope that whoever it's for, that you catch it with one hand and you ride on this basket of green beans. But y'all, thank you so much for joining me in my garden today. I hadn't seen it in over a week, so it's always good to come. Now, let me tell you this part. Let me tell you this part. When I left here, I told my husband, because the day before I left, I spent all day in the kitchen, all day, preserving tomatoes and peppers, because everything was covered. And I knew it would be bad by the time I got back. So by the time I left, I told my husband, don't send me no pictures of what you harvested. Don't talk to me about what you harvested. I will let you know when I want to hear about the garden. Now, y'all know how much I love gardening. But honey, ain't that what I said? Y'all, I left on a Monday morning. I did not ask him about the garden until Wednesday night. True. So what am I saying? I love it, but it can be overwhelming. And there are days that I don't want to come out here. There are days when I'm like, too much, too much. I'm just trying to make it real for you. I'm just trying to humanize it. Because sometimes you turn on YouTube and it looks so glamorous and like they got it all together. I don't have it all together. It's just a girl with her green beans, okay? But look, we about to sign off. I hope that you have a great week. By whenever you see this, I hope that it encourages you. I hope that your gardens are doing oh so well. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.